Hello, hello, hello. Today we are gonna speak about a very interesting topic, which is how to build and sell a product. But we start with this product strategy and try to map the potential of every single approach to the product. When you build a product, when you build a company, strategizing a product is the most important thing you can do. Let's look at these specific segmentation. It's super easy, probably too basic, but makes sense. When you build the software, you can approach the solution you are building from two perspectives: module or platform. The module is a set of features that solve a specific vertical product on a bigger realm, which is the total software industry category. Let's imagine HR, CRM, health and safety, etc., etc., etc. Those are platform. If you build a module, you solve a small section of the realm of the bigger industry. Or the platform. The platform is the opposite. There is a big realm. The platform ambition is to cover all the needs of this big realm. Um, so once we have mapped this distinction, module or feature or platform, we can look at this reality, at this mapping from two points of view, or from an industry perspective, or from the use case perspective. Use case is what is used for, the industry is in which segment, in which industry we play. In these specific metrics, I have highlighted use cases. It's oversimplified as well because I have identified use cases as a department in the organization. This is not totally correct, but it's very easy to understand. And in the vertical, there are the industry. You can imagine government, financial, healthcare, manufacturing, tech, insurance, etc., etc. So you can start small, building one feature for one industry, for one use case, or you can expand through industry. So you have a platform that cover most of the feature, but only for one industry. So you play only in financial. You have a CRM for financial, a CRM for school, a learning system only for health and safety. Super narrow. Most of the feature will not fit in other industries. Or you can move horizontal with just one module, like let's say HR, I don't know, gamification volunteering platform in many industries. It's okay, it's perfect. It's the same, but you move horizontally and not vertical. Or your ambition is very big and you do have a product that cover all the features of the realm you're operating in all the industries. So let's say an HR system covering all the departments, covering all the industries, or an health and safety system that cover all the health and safety department needs in every industry. Um, Before understanding how this will impact your total addressable market, company valuation, etc., etc., let's look how can you start small and expand bigger, or you can start from an appealing segment and arrive at where the money are, which is a great strategy to pitch to your investor, by the way. So I really love the bowling pin model, which say let's start from a small segment, which is in one single geography. This is an example. The two variables, geography and product segment, can change by use case. I don't know, product segment. Let's imagine you have UK small family car, and then you can decide to move to stay in the product segment of small family car but expand in EU, or you stay in UK and you expand in luxury family car. And then the next step can be let's stay in the luxury family car because it's very profitable, for example, expanding in UK. Or we have a huge market quota in UK, we are recognized as a leader, let's leverage the brand and let's move in the people carrier business. This is a way that I love. And how can be applied to a software industry? I know very well the learning management system. So I'm speaking on something I have a kind of deep knowledge. There are let's imagine that there are two sectors. One is a sector that no one want to touch with a stick because it's boring, it's low budget, which is health and safety. And then there is where the money are, and another segment can be sales enablement with a bigger platform where the ACV, annual contract value, is very high. So if I am a newcomer, try to attack immediately the sweet spot, sales enablement for with a big platform. This can be capital intensive. There are established players, and it's difficult to penetrate. So my game will be, I will start with micro learning. That means not big platform, just an app, very lean, very smart, very Generation Z, and in a boring industry, which is health and safety. But then I can or expand the technology, so moving from micro learning to a big learning platform, staying in the health and safety, or stay in the micro learning but coming closer to the industry sales enablement through another segment, which is field workers. And then once I'm moving, I can arrive easily to the sales enablement through an expansion behind the scene. And if I was you, when I would pitch to the how I will become a $1 billion company to your investors, I would use this thesis. But now that we have the mapping, the difference between module and features, we do have the segmentation between industry module use cases. Let's see how, and we have a plan how to become the best. Let's see how it unfolds from evaluation and exit and effort perspective. This matrix is everything. In this matrix, we do have the in the horizontal line, the total addressable market and the evaluation. In the vertical line, we have the use cases. And then we do have, still in the horizontal line, the industry vertical. So, first of all, expanding through industry vertical usually is a new logo game. We acquire new customer. Expanding through use cases means it's a cross-sell upsell game because we are already in the company and we want to expand through different departments. So if we stay in one industry vertical, in one use case, we have the bottom left quadrant, which is a module. It's and it can be a short journey to build and sell a company because we play in one industry, easy to understand, very narrow, specific slang. In one use case, same, very narrow, specific slang, specific buyer. Um, Not a lot of money to invest. You can scale quite fast, but the total addressable market it's not big. So the risk is that you hit a plateau, especially if you focus only on one geography. The exit can be quite quick, not very rewarding. Let's imagine 30 million, but you have diluted very less, so you create a good wealth. Let's move right. So I'm moving, still selling one single module, but to many industries. Okay, total addressable market is becoming bigger. It's a new customer acquire game. It still scales very quite fast. It probably require more effort because you need a bigger sales force, more features, and more packaging made for the industry and different marketing. Can be a nice exit still. I say 30, 60 million, but there are modules that are cross industries that worth billions. Let's say DocuSign. DocuSign is not, in my opinion, and probably this will create some kind of flame in the YouTube comments, but for me, it's not a platform. It solves one single problem, very specific, which is signing. So you do have some workflow approval, but the ERP game it's way bigger. Okay, and in my opinion, the signing it's just a feature of different platform. Can be a feature of CRM, can be a feature of an ERP, can be a feature of a legal office platform, whatever. But it's not a platform itself. Everyone is pitching themselves as a platform. That said, DocuSign is a multi-billion-dollar company, not a $60 million exit like I've signed. But we need to stay real. We need to be realistic and not focus only on outliers. But let's go back on the left and go top. So you are now selling a platform in a single industry. Let's imagine a CRM for school. Beautiful. It's but works only in school. Or let's imagine an e-learning platform for sales enablement. Beautiful, scale fast, play in only one industry. There is specific need. It's more complex than building a module, probably more capital intensive, and the total addressable market is not huge as in horizontal platform, but it's super rewarding. The buyers start to shrink because it's easy to go to 100 million revenues with the platform, and let's imagine 5 6 times the multiple, you can get 600 million revenue check, which is already a private equity check probably. There are companies that can buy, but it's starting to be hard to swallow. And then if you move multi-industry, multi-use cases, you have the whole platform, an HR platform, a learning platform, an HR legal software compliance platform. There are many platforms, and in this case, you play cross-industry, cross-module, capital intensive, long journey, rewarding as an exit with a limited exit pool. Can be private equity or IPO or very little strategic, but with this kind of checks, let's say tier 2 billion, 3 billions, 4 billions, the antitrust it's also another factor in play. Please focus on these metrics, study day and night these metrics, read it every day because it can change the destiny of your company. Speak soon. So about playing in horizontal or vertical industries or use cases, you can make your choice. For sure, the more you are horizontal, means covering more industries or more use cases, the more the total addressable market is big. But on the other side, the more you play into a niche, and when I speak about a niche, I refer to industries or use cases, the more your conversion rate will be higher. Why? Because you are speaking a closer language to your buyer persona. If you sell only into the healthcare, you speak healthcare, and your message is more crafted, more aligned with the slang and the language of the industry. Same for use cases. If you speak safety, health and safety, multiple industries probably, you speak the health and safety language. So the more you are narrow, the more you are specific, the more your conversion rate will be higher because your marketing and your sales pitch will be specific tied to one vertical or one use case. On the other side, the flip side of the coin is when you go multiple industry or multiple use cases, the total addressable market is bigger, but the complexity is higher because you need to align with different kind of sales pitch, different kind of marketing, etc. The topic number two is you can be potentially a platform, but you choose to start as a module. What is important is not what you are now, but what is your strategic plan. If your strategic plan is becoming a platform, it will be a marathon, it will be a 10-15 year journey. But if you are a module, can be a sprint, and you can have an exit which is lower in numbers, but also lower in dilution, less capital required to be successful. That said, you can start as a module, but with the game plan to become an horizontal platform. I'm not a big fan of entrepreneurs always showing their pitch deck to everyone. I prefer entrepreneurs that are showing the product to everyone, try to close contract. That said, using the bowling pin model to show the strategy, your strategy to potential investor is the way to go. What I mean, investors are not only interested on your total addressable market and your thesis, but it's very important, and no one is doing this, explaining them how to get there. I'm starting from there, I'm moving on this direction, I will execute like this, and apply the bowling pin model to your sales pitch will change your sales pitch destiny. it will increase the conversion rate because investor will know not only how big is the market and how special is your product, but how you get there, the game plan, the tactics. I will go from here to there, and we will create wealth together. Using the bowling pin model, explain how you will be successful, not just the potential of the company. What is important, in my opinion, is the ad slide. So there are many people, many offices involved in product innovation. Product innovation is not only an R&D topic. Why? First of all, let's analyze department by department what why they are involved in a product. Let's imagine we have released the product or we are close to release of the product. Okay, new product, new feature, new function, you name it. Support. If there is a new feature or if there is a new product in the suite that you have, probably you need to retrain the help desk people because they don't know how to support this. They don't have an history of pre-written answer and stuff like that. They need to be trained about the specific feature to solve specific problems. So support team is involved in this way. Operations. I mean, before selling a product, you need to define price list, change the contracts, adding the product name, update the CRM